Welcome to this IHSA Safety Talk video. I'm Scott Lang, the Coordinator of Stakeholder Relations at IHSA. Today we're going to be talking about the hazards associated with winter conditions that cause slip and trips. Slip, trips, and falls from the same level or at heights are always a hazard, but during the winter, snow and ice add another dimension to this hazard. As the winter season is upon us, it's critical to recognize the hazards that come along with working in the cold and icy conditions. Winter weather creates unique challenges that we must face and stay vigilant on, and following best practice, we can ensure everyone works in a safe environment. Slip, trips, and falls are common due to wet, ice, and slippery conditions, both inside and outside. A worker who has a slip and fall on a surface has a range of injuries, from bruises to sore joints and bones, to breaks, to even head injuries. And it's really important that you take care so that you don't have one of these. The MLITSD reported 185 critical injuries in 2024. 55 of them were fall from heights, but 64 of them came from falls from the same level, and the majority of them came around the wintertime, right now, when it has the ability to slip and trip. Section 72 of the construction regulations, and I have the green book right here. Really important to understand, it says a work area, a route to and from the work area shall be maintained at all times in condition that does not endanger a worker. And it should be clear of obstructions, it should be clear of snow and ice, and it should be treated with salt and sand or as similar as often as necessary to ensure footing. Controls is really important. Everyone must understand their responsibilities and have the right training and tools to deal with slip, trips, and falls. We must raise awareness of how this can happen and educate workers on the hazards, safety talks, and other forms of good communication, like a job hazard analysis. Having the talk at the beginning of every day to know your work area that could lead to slip and trips, really important. It's also important to assess the effectiveness of your prevention measures. Is the removal of snow and the treatment of ice happening on a daily basis? Is it accumulating faster than we can stay ahead of it? And remember, the inspection should include not only the general safety hazard, falls, struck-bys, but we add in snow removal, clearing walkways, access egress. Remember, when we're dealing with snow and ice, you should check at the start of the day and periodically that it's not building up and causing a hazard. Snow can hide uneven work surfaces, holes, areas where the workers can slip. I remember when I started out a long time ago, I was on a job site and I was up on the roof checking out propane heating. And I walked on a snow-covered area, and then suddenly I went boom, and I fell through a small opening. And that opening, I was on a beam that had been miscut. And I was actually looking down into the gym of this school. And had I have stepped one more step further, I would have fallen about 40 feet into that gym. So it's always important to check your site. Clear the snow regularly, task it to individuals, check your ladders and your stairs, vehicles. Remember, when we're dealing with walkways, we always want to keep the walkways clear, have good access and egress points. It's important to pay special attention to high work access areas, and don't forget to watch for the black ice. It can build up on a surface very quickly. You can't see it but the sheen, and then you walk on it and you slip. It can happen very quickly. And as per Section 72, treating it with some type of de-icer or salt and sand, really important to ensure proper footing. And always use the handrails. It's really important to have a hold of something when available, and just take extra precaution as you're walking around the site. Remember, too, with slip and trips, if there's areas that we haven't treated, it's really important to mark off those areas, especially if it's got a steep incline or it's area under repair. Keep it clear, use the barriers, and block off these zones until people can get to it. My name's Scott Lang. I want to thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website, www.IHSA, for more health and safety resources. Thank you, and work safe for life.
IHSA. Work safe for life.